in there, doesn't it? Find a friend. Find a friend here. What friends have, I like to yourself. Better not friend, I suppose. Like a good odd friend. Oh, the smileys mango. Oh goodness. What is it now? Oh, look, since you're there, you're closest. Try and take you. Hopefully you survive, and you'll survive too. Right over the edge. No, don't die. Live. Live. Live, damn you. Filthy. Hello. Hello, hello. For real this time. We're serious this time. Any viewers? One potentially. 22 apparently. 22 just appeared out of nowhere. Hello 22 people. What's the crack? I'm planting tomatoes and cucumbers in various types of mayonnaise buckets. Hang out, chill, leave a comment there, like, subscribe. I've got videos. I'm a curious idiot who's growing vegetables in his backyard. Or attempting to, anyway. Something goes down. Next one. Done. On to the next one. Done. I'm done. And I am on to the next one. So yeah. It's only brief. Oh yes, success is mine. It's all mine. Jeepers creepers. Food gets better when you put it all together and grow a tomato in the bucket. Just put it back together like worse this one. Back from the UK. Come here to me, you. Come here to me, you. Oh, come here to me. Scallions being replaced. Food gets better when you put it all together. This is not a paid advertisement by that main company. It just so happens that's what was available. Damn, I wish they were paying me. That'd be awesome. It'd be like harvest time. I'd be making sandwiches and stuff with that mayonnaise. And this is not paid sponsorship. Yes, food loves. So bring out the Who are you getting on? Huh? There she goes. You're looking at it like a final specimen, even though you're struggling for water the drooping leaves and whatnot. But you're grand looking apart from that. Look at this one, that's way worse. I was like, shit, I better get making some tomatoes, flowers at least. I'm dying up in here. I'm dying up in this bitch. You'd be on your last leg, so you would know. You'd be barely keeping it together now. So you would be. Go deeper. Deeper. It got me with the rhythm of the evening one. That's it. How's that feel? Not much different. Okay, we're ready. Let's try and food it. There's no food in the tomato plant. Oh, comments. Heinrich. How's it going, Heinrich? How are you getting on there, Heinrich? How's your earlobes? How's your earlobes? 2 likes. Yes. Deadly. Watch out. Whoever's the top live streamers. I'm coming for you. I've got 1 viewer and 2 likes. Watch it. You better watch your ass. You better watch that there ass of yours. God damn it. Oh my goodness, what's going on? My phone is over here. Oh, that's okay. Look, we won't panic. We won't panic. Panic. That's okay, that's alright. Mm. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 more to go. Let's go back on this already. Yo, Doc Naga. I got it. Cool. What do you grow? Let me guess. Herbs. Am I right? What are those? Cucumbers. A purpless variety, apparently. And tomatoes as well over here. There's also some lettuce here. Just let us hope they continue growing. But they will. They'll be grand. I was planning on transplanting them now. I did transplant some of them were eaten. I'll transplant some more of these and I'll leave the rest of them in here to grow on. They're cut and come again, so relax. These are cucumbers, though. What do you growing there, Doctor? The good doctor. The good doctor's in the building. What's he growing? What's she growing? What are they growing? Who knows? They won't tell me. They won't tell me. I told you what I'm growing. There's carrots and chrysanthemums over there. There's a parsley. There's leeks, scallions, oriental mustard greens, sunny sunflowers, more tomatoes, turnips, multi-sown over yonder, basil. No. Hit the like button anyway. While you're there, it's no trouble just hitting the like button. Thanks for your comments. You're all amazing creatures. Incredible. Now I just need something to prop this up. I will prop you up later. Time. Looking for things. You're time to be looking for things. The rest of it's not wanting that. Oh yeah, corn, tomatoes, potatoes, jalapenos, watermelon, collard, string beans, and basil. Nice. Corn. Oh god no. Maybe in the years to come we might get a bit of corn grown here in Ireland, but at the moment, well, I'm sure people do it. Look, I'm not struggling. I'm not here for a struggle. Corn sounds like a struggle in Ireland. Potatoes, I've got spuds over there in the corner. Jalapenos, I've got some cayonettes but they're struggling like nobody's business. But I started them way too late. I should have started them in February indoors. I started them in March indoors. So, and then they've just been like neglected, some of them. Yeah, so that's the crack there. I've got the closest thing, I've got the beans, I've got garden peas and a few mosh too as well. I've struggled with everything this year, and it's great because I'm making videos and I can share all the struggles rather than look how successful I am. That's just useless and it's no entertainment to you. So it's much more fun with all the struggles. Trying corn for the third time, oh my goodness. I assume the first two times were unsuccessful, but were they progressively towards success, if you know what I mean? Yeah. Or was it, what kind of issues did you have with the corn? It's not something that I've even looked into before, so I wouldn't I couldn't even think of what the issues would be, except for like sort of obvious ones, pests and whatever. But I assume they have a particular sort of, a very particular. Oh, that must be pretty like disheartening then. You get something in the first season and then the second time around it's like, I assume you did everything the same way, and it's like, yep, alright, what were the variables there, do you think, that made the difference? Anyway, I need to crack on. The sun's literally going down there now. Sure, don't I have to be in work in the morning? Sure, I haven't even eaten anything yet, sure. But these are more important. I just, yeah, I can eat later. You'd be dead if I keep you just sitting there like that any longer. Oh my goodness, the smell. Get over. It's alright. Oh, a little stretch. And then. Oh my goodness. I'm stuck. Well, that's it. I guess I'm just like this forever. Well, let's carry on with the tomato planting. Remove those large ones because they're looking at me funny. Yeah. That's a tomato. Here's another tomato. Tamand or Tamande. It's French, I believe. It's an RHS heirloom variety. One of those sort of ones with the deep sort of what would you call them? Curves. It's a curvy little tomato. Ooh. Who doesn't like a few curves on tomatoes? And that's not all, am I right? Am I right? Yeah, they look okay, yeah. They're, Tamande, I'm not sure. Some French, yeah. Yeah, and I've got money makers as well. And then some determinants that are all mixed up, but some of them are called Black Zebra or Black Zebra, Red Robin, Mini Bell, and something else. Something else. I know it well. I grew it many times. That'd be the tomato variety that I developed. Something else. Another tomato variety. Gotta mix it up, any techno heads in the audience there. That's what that was for you. Those look healthy. Yeah, they're nice and bright and vibrant and all. I think that's down to the manure and the compost. And just being nice and fresh and sort of, they've only been in a maybe a week and a half or so. But as you do, I kind of worry about everything. Early on, some things are kind of slower than others, and you're like, oh, jeepers. And then they start picking up, and the other things start slowing down. Like, oh my god. But I try not to stress too much about it because, as I mentioned, I have a full-time job, and I manage a chronic illness, so I'm not out here to be stressing or whatever. So that would defeat the purpose. If things grow, they grow. If they die, they die. If I get a successful harvest, happy days. If it's a pretty poor harvest, oh well, live and learn, literally. And yeah, so we're chilling. I'm not out here to be stressing. So that'd be mad altogether. That'd be pure, unadulterated madness. And sure, look, I'm mad enough, technically, talking to myself here. Do you like containers better? I have some determinants outside and one or two vines. It's just in here with the sort of, like, we've had 2 weeks of unusually warm weather, hotter than a mofo, and for this time, like, that sort of prolonged heat is definitely unusual. And then we had torrential rain yesterday, and then we're back to the heat today. So with that sort of fluctuation in weather conditions, at least these ones in here, I can somewhat control that better, somewhat. When I'm not here and the things are closed, it can get really hot and whatever, but at least there's some degree of control there. So if things go haywire outside, at least I've got these to fall back on. So that's kind of the reason. And chilies and that wouldn't survive out there, even, like, I mean, like, our nights would be pretty cold anyway, like, so, even during the hottest time of year. So, not like freezing cold, like, but I've never grown chilies outside, but I put one out the day before it started raining heavily yesterday. So 2 days ago I planted it. There's a live stream that I did, but I don't know if it's on that. We're running low. I can show you outside if you want to see. Hopefully the quality doesn't diminish too much. So I've got, like, peas here sporadically coming up, and some tomatoes planted out, and cucumbers are all very closely spaced. Mustards, marigolds, another tomato. There's potatoes growing over there, potatoes growing in containers, cabbage and garlic in there. Garlic blooming, goddammit. Check out that video. Alliums hate me. It's part 1 of 2. Part 2 is a doozy. Something that I've never experienced before. Anyway, I've got radish and beetroot over there, multiple sown. And then there's volunteer coriander and scallions, spring onions coming up from last year. There's peas over there as well. There's courgettes either corner of that bed, and sunflowers here, and they're all tightly spaced and all, but we'll see how they go. As I say, I'll let them duke it out. And yeah, I've got marjoram in pots there. I've got mint for like $5, and I had to divide it into 4, so and I could divide it again now into 8, and it's crazy. But like I bought that. Yeah, I've got a ton of mint grown over there, and that's the brassica graveyard for the moment, because there's still some flowers on them, so the bees really enjoy them. So I leave them over there until they're completely done, then beat them up. I'll beat you up, I will. I'll beat you. And then I put them in the compost bin. Osteospermum, Swiss pansies. I put some dahlias down there on the live stream, in fact. Strawberries, bits and bobs. Chocolate mint, more mint. It's lovely for tea, chocolate mint. I was looking a bit dead there a month ago, but it's come back. as mint is obviously gonna do. There's more peas over yonder. There's carrots up there in containers as well. I prefer carrots in containers because carrot fly and rats. Yes, I said rats. Speaking of which, there's a... They're on the ground right there now because I need to make space here. But yeah, and a chrysanthemum in the middle, which rodents apparently don't like. But yeah, there's more stuff obviously there. Some of it dying, some of it not dying. That needs to be planted. That's what's going on. Oh, 3 likes. Thank you very much. What's Sony again? Oh my goodness, I don't know. I keep messing up. 8 something, I believe it is, or maybe just regular own. I think it's 8. I'm not sure. I'm in Dublin, in Ireland, so a quick Google there, maybe we could sort that out. With mint. Oh yeah, mint grows crazy. Like I put it in containers and then put it in the ground with the rim of the container sort of coming out quite a bit above the soil level, because the runners can just go crazy and take over areas, which is what happened with that mint when I arrived here 8 years ago. That mint was wild, so I kept some of it and tried to contain it in containers. Houston, Texas, I assume. Is there another Houston somewhere else? Dublin, Ireland, and Houston, Texas, eh? Imagine there's a bit of a difference there. Yeah, Texas. Yeah. I can't say I've never been to the States. I've been in a few states now. Right out of states. But not the United States of America. Do you have a channel yourself? You'll be alright. I'll come back to you all tomorrow. Give you a warning. Obviously, all that compost will sink a bit anyway. And when it does that, in the bottom there's manure and compost. And then, as you saw there, it was just compost. And then when it does sink, I'm going to put a small layer of manure and another layer of compost. And if I had leaves, I'd probably use them as a mulch to kind of keep the moisture in, especially in here. I think they'll be okay anyway. But look, step 1 is getting them into these things, as I keep saying, and keep stopping and talking. No. I started this channel in, I think it was October, November last year. So it's relatively new. And I'm very new to editing and all that kind of stuff, and I'm not very good at it. Or presenting either, for them. It's a vlog, basically, and some of the videos are like in traditional sort of video form. But it's really just like, hey, here's what I'm doing. What else have I got here? These bad boys. Whatever they are, I think it might be a little too tight in there for the two of us. That's a bit of... yeah. Sure is. Yeah, I've had more in the past. Like, I've been doing this for about 17 years or so. There are a few little breaks here and there of like a couple of years. Like moving from one place to another. Lamenting and grieving the old garden and then starting trying to create a new. See, these wouldn't be so bad, but they have handles. Obviously, they're not designed for ground pants. None of these things are. What else have I got to plants? Determina and 3 more of the same demand things. And there's a bunch more in 3-inch pots as well. I need to come out here tomorrow and do some more stuff. I also need to edit 3 videos. Yay! Not to mention, go to work. If only we didn't have to go to work. I'm not feeling it really, to be honest. It's too close, isn't it? What do you think? What do you honestly think? Give me your honest opinion. And you too. Look, I respect and value your opinion too. Just because I asked them first, will you stop? Well, it's all gone now anyway, so you just have to die. Yeah, what's that? Better. It's grown more. Who cares? I'm not getting paid by them. If they want to throw me a few euros, you're more than welcome, and I'll keep showing your product off and saying how great it is, even if it's just like all the other crap. Which it is or isn't, depending on whether you throw me those few quid or not. Jeepers, I hope I don't use knives for a living. I apologize in advance, but if you're struggling, you know what to do. I'll move you. They could have been. They could not be. See those handles there? If I had one right dead center in the middle, they wouldn't be so. It's not like I'm lacking in mayonnaise containers. 3 viewers, 3 likes. It's all stacking up nicely. Thanks for stopping by, folks. Things going down. I'm gonna slot some cardboard or something in there at some point, so I can handle it properly. It's not gonna work. That ain't gonna work. No. Yeah, I know it right now. It isn't gonna work. There's no point in being like, it'll be grand. It'll be fine. It'll be grand. It won't be. When we get there, I'll throw some marigolds in next year as well. Keep it coming. Is that alright? Your friend, look, don't worry about it. We're only together for 2 nights. I hardly got to know each other that well. We did what? They're pregnant. That's huge, just for a determinant. Then when I stand up, I realise my back's some bits. It's going around like this all the time. What do you expect? It's not like I have to. Years of habit, you see. 17 years. Now, I'm gonna plant one more cucumber over in the corner there. Cute corner. I'm gonna plant that, and then the sun's just gonna be too low in the sky for me to do anything. So I'll do that. I'll water everything, and then baby rash tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, I'll probably drop some videos as well. At least one, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Oh, tomorrow is, what's tomorrow? Thursday. Ah, sure. We'll see. Look, we'll see. Maybe one more for the road. Some marigolds. I came home today and they were absolutely just, I really thought, well, that's them dead. And I gave some water, disappeared, came back, and they're okay now. But tomorrow when I come home, it'll be the same situation. Yeah, I'll be otherwise engaged tomorrow, actually. You see, I don't know. If I'm streaming, I'm streaming. If I'm dropping videos, I'm dropping videos. Does anybody really care? No. Rightly so. There's more important things to be caring about, whether I'm live streaming or not. If anybody's live streaming or not. Last one for the evening. And then, I don't know, so I have a few tournaments out there. That rhubarb, oh my goodness, it's breaking my heart. And I don't think it's going to come back again. There's no new growth on it unless it's going to go for a slumber. But it's competing with strawberries, 2 strawberries flanking it, and then 2 sunflowers and 2 mustards. So, and it's hardly had time to establish itself. But I gave it 2 years out on the other side before I moved it. And it was nice. And then the cats came along. Decided that they didn't like it very much. And since I've moved it, there's been no new growth on it at all. And I've been tempted to take the old stalks off, make a little compote and have it with some yogurt, as you know. But once I do that, then there'll be only a couple of small stalks with the leaves, obviously, for photosynthesis. And I wonder, will it do anything more? So I'm like, wait, no rhubarb this year. I had 2 plants, now I'm down to 1 plant, and it looks like I'm going to have no plants. I sell them for €10, and I grew them from crowns, which are obviously considerably cheaper, but it takes 2 years. Like, you can, if they grow in the first year, you can get a crop off them, but you want them to establish themselves properly before you start hacking away with eating it. The root system sort of develop. And see, the issue with that is I took it out of the last bed it was in, and it kind of made its way into the roots very tenaciously, made its way into the wood. So when I took it out, some of it ripped. I need to prep you and your buddy over there with something. That's right. Just a thing if I could get to it, but I can't. I've got all this stuff in front of me. Can you just... No, I really don't know what's what. Complete and utter confusion. Oh yeah, that's that other determinant actually. Yeah. I'll have to plant that as well. Yeah. Oh, I'm starving. Got some oven fries waiting for me. Yeah, you eat dinner like a chef, eh? I've also got a sandwich. Whoa, dinner like a chef. Thanks to Fallow for giving me that. I make so many jokes. Not at their expense, but at my own expense, using that line. Breakfast like a chef, dinner like a chef. Not that I ever eat breakfast. The Fallow's restaurant in London. They have a YouTube channel. It's quite good. Yeah, and I work as a chef, so it's not in a fancy London restaurant. See the connection between growing food. Propping, I do it. Cute little, look at that. Isn't that adorable? Now you know I've been doing this for 17 years, right? Adorable. I'm getting too old for anything. For just about anything. Oh my goodness. 17 people. What's up, 17 people? 3 likes? That doesn't compute. Oh, that's it. It's time to go in. When the flies start eating your face, it's time to go in. That's what my grandmother used to say. She used to sit there smoking her pipe saying, "Oh, when the flies start eating your face, it's time to go in." Oh Lord, help us. I think I've completely gone insane. Anybody else out there gone completely insane? Well, I don't know if there's any more comments after that's a lot of food, bro. But if there is, I can't see them. So will somebody write a comment there so I can find out whether this live stream is working, or maybe I'm broken. That's definitely, well, I'm definitely broken, but more broken than I foresaw. What's going on? What's going on? 15 viewers. We're fluctuating. I know you're scrolling along there, aren't you? And you're like, "Who? What's this shit here?" Well, this shit is a dude who's growing vegetables in a suburban backyard, or back garden if you're on this side of the pond, but if you're on that side of the pond, backyard. I've got a PVC greenhouse, but it's not PVC, is it? Some other polymer. Name that polymer in the comment section. Name that polymer. First one that names that polymer wins the prize. Still no comments. I guess nobody cares to name that polymer for $5,000. $5,000, people. All you have to do is name this polymer. What is this polymer? I'll have to put a timer on this. 10 hours. 10-hour time. Alright, starting. Right. We've got this one. Oh, look at that now. They're just sitting there and saying to me, why not plant it in me? Because I might plant a chili in you, that's why. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go on, you won me. You twisted my arm. You twisted my arm. Scallions. Scallywags. It's not much bigger, but it's bigger. And that's all that matters. No more comments after, that's a lot of food grown. I suppose it's not exciting enough. Let's start stripping. Hang on there now. I'll start stripping down along. The stripping will begin in 15, 14, 10. You don't want to see that. Could you imagine what lurks beneath? Oh, don't dare even imagine. There's no manure in here. Poo. There is now. Nice wet manure. That's not right. It's raining. That's all right. When you get there, you grounded yoke. There's some football match or something going on, or a fight. It could be either in these parts. Either a football match or a fight, or both. A fight during a football match, either on the pitch or on the sidelines. Fun times. Alcohol may or may not have been involved. There's a big old cheer there anyway. I don't know if it was positive or negative. But I'm not getting involved, and I'm not going to find out either. I don't want to be the one being cheered at. I don't want cheering at my expense. I don't know, it's either a black zebra, a red robin, a mini bell, or something else. Can you tell what it is? No, I didn't think so. But we'll figure out. Subscribe to my channel, and we'll figure out together. And you can watch all my failures and moderate successes. There's a tiny little basil. Remember that pot, right? So subscribe and remember that pot. And we'll see where that is in 3 weeks. In the compost bin. Like this. No. We'll look after you. Just water now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so more pots, and 1, 2, another cucumber there. Oh, jeepers, it's attacking the tomato. Or they're embracing. It's okay, they're embracing. And then, yeah, I've got, what have I got? 1, 2, 3 definite. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 definite tomatoes. I've already got 7 planted there. I think I'm gonna put those. I'll have to open up a fucking shop, selling heirloom tomatoes, all the same variety, you know. I specialise in this. I've got some to pot on as well. It's a bit late, but they're bleeding raring to go. They're really strong, like they're really tough, like thick stems and little feckers. So they're definitely determinants, or some sort of like dwarf vine variety. In the middle there, though, it's a beast. It's a little beast. It is. What are you? A little beast. My ventriloquism skills need a little work. Look, I practice every night. Sitting there in my mirror, Don't be so harsh on people. Now, oh, it's great. Do you know what's great? Do you know what's really great about planting tomatoes into their final positions? You know what the best thing is? It's not having them planted. It's not, the anticipation of having a nice harvest. It's getting all these free pots. Yes! To put on the likes of these. Another basil. Well, two actually. They're fighting. They're duking it out. We'll see who prevails. Subscribe and we'll find out together. I'll give them names. Bill and Ben. And Bill and Ben are in there battering the shit out of each, battering the farmyard manure out of each other. Did you ever see a struggling cabbage seedling? There, look. There's no holes or anything in that. They've been in there for about a month. And there's a weed. And you know what? I'm going to leave them in there for another couple of days. And they'll be grand. And then I'm going to put them on. And they're going to flourish. Because me and cabbages get along quite well. It's the first thing that I ever successfully grew. Well, apart from like herbs in terms of proper veg and potatoes as well. I am Irish after all. Potatoes and cabbage. Oh Lord. There's been times when I've grown potatoes and cabbage and thought to myself, jeez, I don't think I want to be eating potatoes and cabbages this year from the garden. You know, I might plant something else, and then I plant them anyway. And sure enough, the time comes where I'm like, jeez, I love a spud. Potato salad. Kimchi with the cabbage or coleslaw. Grilled German coleslaw. I have to be doing something with all this fucking mayonnaise I have. Look. So nobody else commented. That's a shame. So nobody wins the $5,000. Look what I've done. Look, I've done a thing. Now they're all very closely spaced, and that's not going to be their ultimate. See, that's the benefit of, and they need canes as well, and that's not enough. That ain't enough. But I've got more over yonder, and what I'm going to do first before I put canes in them is I'm going to water them now, and I'm going to leave them. I'm going to come back to them tomorrow, and between coming back to them and watering them, I'm going to take these canes and a bunch of other canes, and I'm going to wash them with vinegar, as you do. Comments? No more comments? No? No. We had Heinrich and we had Doc Naka. Anyway, yeah. So you don't need to watch me watering, I suppose, unless you really want to. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me watering these bad boys. And I'm doing a little dance and a jig as well. Maybe even Shannon singing. There's some spuds, but can't you see? They are shallots, which I saved the seed from last year. These are Jemson, which I bought from the shop, and they are doing better. What a feckin' shock. Oh, look at these lads now, aren't they very bright? Look at that, that's a sight for sore eyes. There's a tiny spud, there's a bigger spud, well that's even bigger, well that's looking good. Oh, look at this, it's Nemesia. That's been all around the garden, I can tell you. It's a little A little what now? Fiddly-addle-dum, fiddly-addle-diddle-dum. Look at this calendula. It's so bright. So even when they're closing up, they just pop. That's a rat trap. And you've been caught. Courgette. There's some dahlias down there. Are you down there? We're down here. Grand. There's another one. There's a plastic bottle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. There's some mint. That's nice for making tea. Look at these now. And soon they'll be done. Look at them right now. Drooping away. Oh, got my lashkia. You know what I need for that cough? Now, sure, what ails you? Look at this. Trying to escape. Get in there. There's a volunteer rocket. Gotta put you down because this thing is fidgety. Wait a second now, and I'll be right with you. There's a slug in there too. I caught a slug in the act. That was a hole. Look. The bottle is actually on my. The bottle was on my side. There's actually a slug in there. There's some osteospermum. Oh, isn't that nice? But look, nicer when you look on the other side of her. There's some pansies staring at me with their little faces. How are you doing? Where is the moon? There's some sage and it's coming on its way to flower. Chaz and the whole gang. Well, anyway, there's a little shake-up anyway. That needs some water. There's a dill. Carrot. Some radish. Radish, any radish? Radish. Shh, it's sleeping. Alright, there's downy mildew. That's a bit too early to be getting downy mildew. I already took a leaf off from here that had it, and I thought, well, that's grand. That's that problem sorted. But no, this is the earliest I've seen downy mildew on a courgette. So hopefully it doesn't get too bad and stop the photosynthesis process and then not grow at all. Look, there's that one over there though. And I have another one somewhere else. Is that one? Aye, it is. How you getting on? More pansies. Fiddly-idle-dum, diddly-idle-diddly, fiddly-idle-dum. There's some lettuce, can't you see? There you are, look. Bit of lettuce, cabbage. Oh, that's the aforementioned cabbage. Getting well eaten by slugs and who knows what else. But look, do you know what? Slugs and snails gotta eat too. There's some rocket in there, they won't touch that. And look, if I have to replace my cabbage with some rocket, there's some more courgette. Literally growing a tiny little courgette. I think they need to be planted anyway. And they need some water, as do they, and those. And look, that's how it goes. Back in here we go. To say my goodbyes. Yes. So, the last comment I saw was, that's a lot of food grown. And if I got any more comments after that, I apologise, but YouTube's refusing to show them. Or maybe you're all just shy, or you just don't give a bollocks. Could be that too. And that's fine. That's fair. Alright, subscribe to my channel, please. Hit the like button for this video, and I'll see you in the next live stream. And check out my Aliums Hate Me Part 1 video. It's about garlic brooming. It's out there brooming away, just sweeping the whole place up, and I can't stop it. It's like just sweeping, it's out of control. But what can you do? Anyway, thanks for watching the stream, and I'm gonna go on water these and then go in have me bleeding dinner before I collapse. Right, good luck, take care. Slán gafoil. Slán gafoil there, boys. Thanks for watching, you sexy creatures.